Hey, time for our cup of joe. One of my most memorable moments was in 1976 at the Montreal Olympics when I was there and I watched Bruce Jenner, now of course Caitlyn Jenner, win the decathlon, setting a world record in the process. What was really so memorable was that someone in the audience handed him a flag and he wrapped himself in the flag and ran around the track. And that set a tradition that has been followed to this day. Winners, the Olympics, commonly wrap themselves in a flag. Well, at that time, that was a huge achievement, not only because of the record, but because the Americans had a tradition of winning the decathlon. But in 1972, at the Munich Olympics, the Russians, the Soviets at that time, took both the gold and the silver. So Jenner became a hero by recapturing the decathlon. It earned him a place on the Wheaties box. Now, the gold medal that was hung around his neck was not pure gold. It was essentially silver with a gold veneer because it would be very expensive to make a medal out of pure gold. If today the gold medal were in gold, it would be worth around $30,000. The silver medal back in 1976 was made of pure silver, and the bronze medal actually is not brass. It is, or the bronze medal is actually brass, which is 95% copper and about 5% zinc. Today, the Olympic medals have roughly the same composition, but there's a big difference. The Japanese have managed to make the medals out of totally recycled materials. Believe it or not, over a 2-year period, Japan collected some 79,000 tons of electronics, including about 6 million cell phones and games and computers, laptops, all kinds of stuff. And from it, they extracted and purified gold and silver and copper. And the medals were made out of that. The last time that the gold medal actually was made of gold was in the 1912 Olympics in Stockholm. So recycling these materials really set a very good example to the world for how it is possible to take electronic materials and recycle them. Well, the gold medal that was awarded this year for the decathlon was hung around the neck of Damian Warner, a Canadian. And he actually beat Bruce Jenner's point total by about 400 points, just over 9,000 as compared to 8,600. Canada, in fact, did very well at this Olympics. Back in 1976, we won no gold at all and only had 11 medals in total. This year, we had 7 gold and 24 medals altogether. So I think it is time to wave the flag, the Canadian flag, for our performance, especially the performance of Damian Warner winning the decathlon, but also let's recognize the great achievement that Japan has made in making all of those medals from recycled metals. Unfortunately, the Olympics are over, but we had a great time. And it's nice to remember Bruce Jenner and how today the decathlon was won by a Canadian. See you next time.